We are back with breaking news at this hour. The Washington Post now reporting the name of the woman who wrote that confidential letter making sexual assault allegations against Supreme Court nominee Brett Kavanaugh. She has chosen to come forward and reveal her identity. The Washington Post writing that she is a professor at Palo Alto University. Her name is Christine Blasey Ford. She's decided, quote, if her story is going to be told, she wants to be the one to tell it. I want to bring in former Nevada State GOP chairwoman Amy Tarkanian, independent journalist Alona Mikovsky. Jonathan Alter is a columnist for the Daily Beast and an MSNBC political analyst. And the former federal prosecutor, Barbara McQuade, is still with us. Now, I know you're all just getting a copy of this article, which is pretty long. It's pretty extensive. But I want to point out just a couple of things so that folks know what we're dealing with here. People who already know the allegations that were reported, she said, in the summer in the early 80s, Kavanaugh and a friend, she describes them as both stumbling drunk, corralled her into a bedroom during a gathering of teenagers in a house in Montgomery County, that she was groped, that they were attacking her. And now, she says, she's a 51-year-old research psychologist in Northern California now. She said, quote, I thought he might inadvertently kill me. He was trying to attack me and remove my clothing. She said she was able to escape when Kavanaugh's friend and a classmate at Georgetown Preparatory School jumped on top of them, and all three of them went tumbling, and she ran from the room. Barbara McQuade, let me get your reaction to this.
Yeah, I'm glad to see her stepping forward, because I think it's easy to dismiss it if it's an anonymous allegation. Now we know who it is. It's someone who sounds like has a position of credibility, and she can be so-called cross-examined in public about her allegations. And I think it's a serious allegation that deserves airing. I don't know that it means he's unqualified, but I've heard people say, well, this happened so long ago, it can't be relevant. You know, if it were a murder, would we consider it relevant? I think we would. This sounds like a serious allegation, and I think it should be fully vetted. It should be fully discussed in the public square. And you know, in this day and age of the Me Too movement, I think it's a very significant allegation.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me, or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.